Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful day in Florida, partly cloudy, a little bit of a breeze. This is Gray Eagle, and this is the prophecy report for May 9, 2011. And we're continuing to video log the beginning of the Revelation per Luke 21:28. Matter of fact, our first article comes from the Revelation 8:11, as a matter of fact, and it is beginning to look more and more like Ellen and Nibiru Planet X is indeed wormwood, as I have so stated in a previous video on an article where a scientist calls it a neutron star. If you have not seen my video, go watch it and keep coming back. I continually put updates on there. I think, personally, this is what all the mainstream media is trying to deflect from. Is this Ellen and this wormwood, actually, is what I believe it to be. And with all this nonsense that they're putting on their mainstream media, it's just total nonsense. In the even Fox, some of the stuff is ridiculous. It's not news, it's deception, it's deflection from what's going on out there in the, because trust me people, if this thing is wormwood out there, this is the big destroyer of all time from God. Okay, keep coming back to my video for the updates. Now, this current article that I found is it's linked on standale.com, where you can just type in these keywords: bad news from NASA. That's all you need. Bad news from NASA. There's also another good video on YouTube, especially good for skeptics, and the name of it is Nibiru Cover-Up, NASA Removed Dark Star in 2011. Now, it's by a guy that goes by the handle, or woman, I don't know which, but it's WARGOLM1, Wargolm1, WARGOLM1. It's right here on YouTube. You need to see that video. That's a must-see. Okay, continuing the video log, Matthew 24:7, earthquakes in divers places. Of course, we can't have a week go by without earthquakes. Actually, they're continuing all across the planets, the latest being in Maine. Now, to see this article, I use keywords: swarm earthquakes, Maine coast. As a sidebar, I just want to mention that Maine must be the most popular state in the nation. As you know, every city in America has a main street. A second news article concerning earthquakes is found at, by typing in these keywords: moderate earthquakes strike Mexico, Alaska, Japan. So earthquakes are continuing, as I said, all across the globe. Now, this article, this next article, it comes out of Jeremiah's 50:38, and it's a drought is upon her waters. This is actually a video, a prophecy of end times Babylon, and apparently this end times Babylon, which I believe to be the United States, is in a drought. Well, apparently what is going on is this drought in Oklahoma is getting very severe. Use keywords: drought conditions intensify Oklahoma. Also, if you want to see where droughts are throughout the whole United States, just go to any search engine. I use Yahoo mostly, but you can use whatever you want. And just type in U.S. Drought Monitor. That's U.S. Drought Monitor. It'll bring up a map that shows you where the droughts are and where they're more severe and less severe and all that. Okay, continuing to the next article, which is Isaiah 66:15. Behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury. Now, to see this article, use keywords: storm unleashes water spouts and hail. Or that's just water spouts, hail. No and in there. Keywords: storm unleashes water spouts, hail. Alright, Daniel 12:4, knowledge shall increase. Came across an article last week. Apparently some lizard has been created in a laboratory somewhere. One that supposedly can clone itself. Keywords for this article: species, lizard created lab. Alright, Matthew 24:12. This is a very sad scenario here, because many of us people on the right, Christians and all the rest, warned them that this would happen. Oh, they said no evidence that pornography causes sex crimes. Well, okay, and now the reference in Matthew 24:12, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. See, internet pornography is causing an increase of sex crimes. Now, like I said, the Christians and the right-wing people fought this pornography being protected First Amendment back in the 70s and 80s. But the powers that be denied this, as they wanted this rock gut material out there, wrapping themselves all in the First Amendment, saying there is no scientific evidence that pornography causes crime. And, you know, they got their evidence now. Just too bad for the crime victims over all these past years. Use keywords: internet porn, extreme fantasies. Now, this last article comes out of Matthew 10:22. Ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. It also comes from John 16:2. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time comes that whosoever kills you thinks he does God a service. What can I say, ladies? You know, these people are these souls are poured so deluded and deceived, they actually believe that God endorses the crime of committing murder. Now, it seems to me like there's somewhere in the Bible, I don't know the chapter and verse of it, but the Bible says, might be Genesis, thou shalt do no murders. And yet these poor deluded people actually think that God tells them to murder people. No question about it. We're in the end times. Anybody that says we're not is just another deluded poor soul. Seems the killing of Christians and burning of churches is continuing. And to see this article, keywords are mobs Egypt, churches, fire, killed. On this particular one, there was two different numbers as far as the number of Christians that were martyred. One article says 10, another says 12. It might have been that first the other two died later as a result of their injuries. But the article, keywords, mobs Egypt, churches, fire, killed. All right, that's the prophecy report for this week. The week of May 9th. Now, you need to trust Jesus because the time is so short. with all these floods, earthquakes, tsunamis. We may not live to see another day. God never promised us a 100-year-old lifetime. So trust Jesus today and you can escape all these judgments. Just trust Jesus by calling on His name. Now, we also want to make it very clear that all these news articles, the Lord reported to us beforehand. That's why I give you all these book, chapter, and verses. Check out Luke 21:28. Lift up your heads, for when you see these things begin to come to pass, your redemption draws near. They're beginning to come to pass. If you don't want to trust Jesus, then you'll go into eternity without Him, and that's not a pleasant thought. Till next week, keep on trucking for the Lord. The eagle is out. We love you. Bye.